foreign movement is happening here. Open your eyes, please. Seriously. In every industry, all eyes are turning back here. Trust me. I'm telling you from an outsider's perspective. You guys are here. You see it too. Trust me. It is. So, in order for us not to continue to be left behind, it is important for us to stand up now, use the resources that we have, seek information, seek knowledge, ask for what you are looking for. The same reason why this man and this man can be learning programming is the same reason why I know that if they can do it, you can do it too. But it takes two to tango. We have to build a community amongst ourselves. We have to collaborate. You see the Chinese people? Go and look up the Jewish people in New York. They have their own schools, their universities, their languages is on every single building. In America, just like how the Chinese did, the China Mall, they put their dragons flags on the highways there. Do we know Chinese? No. We don't even know their language. But they're here mobilizing themselves in our own country, just like that. But over there, it's really hard for Africans to come together. We don't collaborate, we don't build together. It's easier to do that here, if we can try. Let's stop being so overly competitive with each other. The more we continue to do that, life is passing us by. And other people are seeing how we are. And they are exploiting on it. That's why they can come and build their own communities in our own country. Yet we are still suffering. And now, whatever money that they give to us, we quickly, happily take it. Over collaborating with our fellow brothers and sisters. My sister here, Grace, all of you that are now here in this room, you know somebody that wants to buy grains, you should say, I know a girl, her name is Rukayat. Abi, that's how it should be. You, my brother here, you're the only one that knows pivot table. By the end of this day, somebody will come to you and say, brother, how did you know pivot table? You should now invest in trying to teach them. Because that is how we can grow. So it's extremely important, Ayo, to ensure that while we're trying to all live, to survive, and run this rat race, we need to be learned. You guys are doing that already. I love it. You guys have smartphones, which means you already know the devices. Because there's some people that cannot even afford smartphones. Abi? Oh. But you that you have a smartphone, you even have opportunity, you have leverage. And you that you feel like you now know that you have more knowledge than other people, how can you help your fellow brother? How can you collaborate with the people that you're already involved with? So you guys can build together. Someone that does a organizer that knows how to fix cars, and someone that knows where they buy and ship cars. There's no reason why you guys should not collaborate and do business. If you know someone that does cement, and you know a construction engineer, there's no reason why you should not do business. If a Chinese man come and say he wants to do business with you, he wants you to show him the way. No. You have to talk more than what money he wants to give you right then and there. What is this about? No, I want this much percentage. That's the kind of language you should be speaking. You hear me so? Yeah. Oh. So my program, Era Connect, started as a result of these things that I've been observing. Please don't get me wrong. There is a lot of programs out there. There are NGOs. There's one called Alt School. Check them out. Or ALX. They actually teach and train people that are interested in getting into technology, how to get there. They actually teach you online. But how will you learn if you don't have a laptop even? So that's one of the things I saw. Like, okay, I want to help our people. I want to come back to Africa. I want to employ people. I want to do business. But to employ people, they don't have the knowledge, or they don't have some knowledge. Or okay, if they have the knowledge, then in order for them to work, they need a laptop, but they don't even have a laptop. In order for them to get a laptop, they need money. In order for them to get money, somebody has to give them money. You see? So I started to think about, like, even just beyond that job part, you now see that people are struggling to make ends meet, to feed themselves, to equip themselves. If I say that, oh, the youth is unemployable, then I now said, you now did the research. You say, okay, if you are interested in working with us, what does that look like? What are the barriers that you have? What are the challenges? Some said they don't have a laptop. Some said they don't have no money. In Nigeria, is electricity. No, really. So now, Era Connect now became a thing where, instead of just, oh, we want to give people job, now it became, we have to train people. Now it became, oh, we need money to now give to people, so that one, they can finish school, or they can even buy laptops, to where they can even dedicate the time to learn additional stuff. But nonetheless, now that we've embarked on this journey, we said our mission is to connect people to opportunities. So even if I or our organization cannot help you, we will try our darndest to ensure that we find the resources, any communities, any programs that will connect you to what you need. And the only way to know that is if you share that information. Say, I want to do this, but I can't do this. When we went back to our SWOT analysis, we said, okay, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your opportunities and threats? If the threat to your journey is a laptop, let us know. So we have a survey. Some of you must have filled it out. If you haven't filled it out, fill it out. We want to know what Ghana's youth needs are. You guys are already in school. Beautiful. Now, when you start to think about your life beyond school, what does that look like? How do you survive? Where's your next step? What are you trying to get to? What are the things that you're going to need that's going to help you go on to the next level? So we said, okay, we have our own businesses. We build systems for companies, right? And then we want to hire people. I can hire anybody else. We can hire people from the US. But we are passionate about developing a digital workforce in Africa. So why not recruit the people that are already here? And if it is that, we need to equip them with the tools and knowledge and the skill set to be able to work with us, or work for us, or work for other organizations like us. How can we help you get there? Like my dear friend Ayo here, he was a content writer, he joined us. But working in a corporate and digital environment was something that was very new to him. So he had to learn rigorously. It was very challenging at first, but he was able to make it there. We had someone that even joined us, said, hey, actually, I don't even want to really work in tech. I want to start my own business. So we said, okay, send us your business plan. Some of you here want to start your own business. Do you have a business plan written down? Do you? Are you sure? Okay now. So we have a form. You can fill it out. For those of you that are aspiring to be entrepreneurs, we know that not everybody wants to work. If you have your business plan, your financial projections, and those things that you're going to need to do business, we would like to also empower you from an economic perspective, because if you start your own business here, you yourself will not be able to hire Ghanaians, you see. Now there'll be less unemployed youth, Abi? Oh, even better, right? Aha. Not only that, there are some organizations who are actually really doing great. You know, the NGOs who are spending a lot of time helping, connecting not just the youth, but other professionals, helping them whether furthering their studies, continuing their studies. You know, there are orphanages out there, there are women and widowers who are now being helped to start a trade here and there. We've been able to help some people in that aspect. But our priority became the digital workforce, because the way of the world is digital now. And as a youth, we need to skill up. We need to skill up. But then we cannot ignore the bright entrepreneurs who know how to hustle, who understand business language. So that is why we said, okay, In as much as we want to hire people to work in a digital space and work in technology, we want to help the entrepreneurs too. And if we cannot help you, we can guide you or connect you with other organizations that can also assist you. There was a young man in 2017 based in Kano. He was already in school, he was doing ICT. He was telling me, it costs about $50 to start his own cyber cafe. That cyber cafe, we gave it to him. He set it up. It was a small container shop like this. Within a year or two, he started to train other ICT students. Would you believe that? And then the Kano State government also gave him the certification rights to continue to train them. And then he turned that cyber cafe into a printing shop. So he was doing graphic design, he was doing printing services. And then he now started to hire trainers because now the cyber cafe is booming. So with just $50, we've been able to empower this man to where he started his own business and now he's good on his own. That's an example of how we want to help you all. Of course, we can't help everybody because it takes money to do these things too. But it is our mission to help you connect with the resources that will help you get to your next level. Because we believe that the future of Africa is here and now. If you guys are not listening to the news, Africa's economy by 2025 is going to be the largest. Why do you think foreign movements is happening here? Open your eyes, please. Seriously. In every industry, all eyes are turning back here. Trust me. I'm telling you from an outsider's perspective. You guys are here. You see it too. Trust me. It is. So, in order for us not to continue to be left behind, it is important for us to stand up now, use the resources that we have, seek information, seek knowledge, ask for what you are looking for. We just need to see how can we equip you all with some laptops, or maybe at least you have a student, a teacher's hall that has computers where you guys can practice and learn some things online. But we need to really scale up, guys. Our banter that we do every day is great and all, but we need to get serious because it is very competitive out there. It is very competitive out there. If you're 24 years old and you don't know how to, you don't know anything about Excel, we're already behind. Because the 18-year-old Indian and Chinese already knows it. You see? Please, I'm begging you. Let's go. So our workforce readiness program. The focus here, like I said, I'm in HR, so I'm going to talk about what I'm good at, what I know. I've done my own SWOT analysis. I know my strengths and weaknesses. I'm not a billionaire, that's my weakness. Otherwise, I will give everybody in this room 1 million CDs. All of you guys go and start your own business, build your own land, you know, help your own family. That's my weakness. I'm not a billionaire. If I was, I promise I would give. I'm an aspiring philanthropist. I really do care about people, my people especially. But my strength, what I am good at, is training people. Training you, equipping you with the skills that will allow you to be able to work in a digital workforce. What does that look like? You are studying business admin. You are studying to be a banker. You are studying to be a programmer. You are studying IT. You want to be a dietitian. There are some skills that you need to be able to work in the digital space. Do you know that there's something called teledoc now? You don't know? And does anybody know what teledoc is? Please. Teledoc now in America, look at what happened since COVID. People cannot go to their offices, they can't go to work. People that are sick cannot go to the hospitals all the time because of contamination concerns. And you know what happened? They started teledoc. Mind you, teledoc has been happening in the UK and China for years. You know what teledoc is? FaceTime. You want to go see your doctor, you tele-doc him, tele-doctor. I'm serious. That's the thing now. You don't have time to go to see your doctor, you can tele him, tele-doc. Look it up, T-E-L-E-D-O-C. Big industry. Not just in the US, in so many other countries. Like I said, the world is digital. How many of you guys are familiar with 3D printing? In the days of AutoCADs, now you use one app like this, you can print any device. So people can print small, tiny homes now. Using, do you know that? Yes. Oh. But how can you work in that environment? Our communication skills need to be on par. We need to know how to communicate effectively. We need to be critical thinkers. Sometimes I think because of our lack of awareness, we shortchange ourselves when we are engaging with other people that are not like us. In our workforce readiness program, we've had to train people, excuse my language, common sense. Yes. Proactivity. Sometimes we are not proactive. And the ones that are proactive, they are hungry. They're thinking and taking 3 steps ahead of time. You don't have to wait for somebody to tell you to do something. You're always looking for the next opportunity. That is why I love the entrepreneurs that are out here. Because you guys know already how to be proactive. Because you don't wait for your goods to be finished to replenish it. Abby, my sister. Oh. How to write emails. Some of our emails starts with, hello, I hope this email makes you well. Abby? We don't talk to that. Hello, how are you? I'm reaching out to you because of so. Please send me a so. Boom, thank you, done. No need for story. Digital tools. How many of you guys know how to use Microsoft Teams? How many of you guys are on Telegram? You're on Telegram, you're on WhatsApp. Well, there are tools just like WhatsApp and Telegram, but in the business world that people use to meet, schedule meetings, collaborate, share information, share documentation. I told you guys about an HR information system. But that's an information system for just HR. There's manufacturing information system, there's health information system, there's banking information systems. My brother in construction, there's so many applications that you guys even use for logistics, supply chain, and all of that good stuff. Those of you that are going into administration, you are the ones that are very, very important to come into this space now. Don't take too long. We need more people to know also how to do research and be better analysts. Yes. So if you're someone that's thinking of jack buying, I'm sure some of you guys know some Yahoo boys. You know Yahoo boys? Oh. Don't worry, their days are numbered. They might be making all the good money now, but there's ways you can turn your Yahoo into something even more lucrative. That's what they call cybersecurity. Anybody know cybersecurity? Imagine a Yahoo boy. You don't even realize that your greatest asset is the fact that you know how to get into all these intelligence systems, how to. So if you can come as a valuable asset to a company as a cybersecurity analyst, you can be on the offense and the defense side, protect their assets. Do you know how much a cybersecurity analyst makes? Look it up. You understand? So the Yahoo boy with the shine bands for your eyes now. You see me so? Okay. I don't want to talk too much. But our workforce readiness program equips you for working in the digital space. There is a lot to learn, but we can guide you, we can support you. It's not easy. Where's Nana? Nana is not here. We've challenged him a lot too, because I also think that working in our world also requires a mindset shift. Again, like I said, people have said, we're relaxed, we're so chill. But when we're working, you're working in the global world, you're working in the corporate world, you have to be agile. How to manage and complete projects on time, how to communicate to people, how to use digital tools, how to present yourself in any conversation. Are you able to do that effectively? So you're probably wondering, well, how can I get into this program? What is this about? Some of you might have seen either Safwa or Nana share our links in some of your platforms. You submit your resume. Remember what I told you about your resume? Don't worry, we won't discriminate. We will still help you and show you how you can make your resume better. But if you can remove your date of birth, your religion, your marital status, it will do you some good. It helps me, but I don't look at those things. You submit your resume, we'll invite you for an interview, and then we can see whether or not you are eligible for our program. Even if you are not, we'll be able to guide you and give you some information on what to do next and how you can equip yourselves with some information that will take you to the next level. We can't be everything for everybody, right? That's why we have to assess our own SWOTs, our strengths and our weaknesses. So after you interview with us and we say, hey, you know what, we think that this person definitely is ready for the challenge, you will join our workforce readiness program. It takes about 6 months. Most of our staff who joined, Manuel is also here. He was previously a teacher, now he's a business development associate. Is it not? Very well. You join our workforce readiness program for those 6 months as an intern. You learn all the different aspects of working in a tech startup. You learn all the aspects of working with a business in the digital space because you'll be working remotely. And then at the end of that 6-month program, you'll be entitled or qualified for a job opportunity. If not for our company, but for other companies like ours. But the good thing about it is that you are now well versed in what it takes to work in a corporate environment, in a digital space, in a technology environment. You'll be equipped and armed with skills and tools to where you won't feel like, I am not eligible. You see? So that is what our workforce readiness program is all about. I humbly ask that if you are interested in a technology space, in IT, information systems, or administration, you definitely want to check us out. There are other programs. I have this diagram here where we talk about our process. First, we've been doing research, saying, what do people want? We know that people are unemployed in Africa, but what are you guys looking for? But we realize that not everyone actually wants to work in a digital space, right? Not everybody, right? Yeah. Some of you guys want to start your own businesses. Some you know, PT2 just said he wants to be an immigration officer. We can't serve that need. You see? So we've been doing research and we know that we can't serve everyone. So that is why we make sure that when you apply, we have that conversation with you during an interview, and then we're able to assess the different paths that you can come in and work with us. We've converted some customer service agents into designers, product designers. There are some people who didn't have any knowledge of working in the technology space who are now really good developers in our company. Take you through onboarding, we hire you, and then you're now able to work on many different projects. In Ghana, there's a company that put a bid out recently. They said that they are looking for an HR information system to be implemented. This is in Ghana. Imagine, that there is at least 10 of you in here that knew what an HR information system is, would I not have hired you? We will put a bid and respond to that contract. Now, you are now working and building an HR information system in your own country, for your own country. Do you see the gap there? Oh. So now, who do you think is building all our websites? The Indians. Abi? Yes. My people, please, I'm begging you. Again, not everybody has to be in tech. But I just want you to know that there's a lot of opportunity out there because the future of the world is digital. You are in school now. What's going to happen when you graduate? The world is moving at such a fast rate. Please, when you're choosing your profession or your career, choose wisely. Do that SWOT analysis. Be very realistic with your goals. Even though it may not seem attainable now, but still try to say, okay, what am I good at? What am I not good at? What are the things that I can do that I want to do? What are my opportunities? And what are the challenges that's going to stifle my growth? And then, if you see somewhere there that you want to work in the digital space, then come over here, okay? So, some of you guys have learned some things from my conversations with you all. I've spoken a lot. It's been a very long time now. You guys have been here, some of you, since 10 o'clock. Thank you for listening to me. Now, I'm going to take my seat now and drink my water. Hopefully, these guys can also bring food for you all. We're not going to delay food to the end of the program. And I actually want you all, I want to talk to us. I've talked my own. Now I want to learn. Let's engage. This is an open forum. We want to have an open dialogue and conversation about what are some of the things that you are thinking about, like, my God, what is the future? What is my future as a Ghanaian in Kumasi? Why am I even in school? Why did I decide to choose this degree? Why did I choose it? What do I hope to do with it? We have some of our leaders here that can also support and participate in this interactive session. But the floor is open, and I invite you all to let's have a productive dialogue. In as much as I came to talk about our program here today, I want you to know that I'm a very, very passionate person when it comes to the development of Africa. I've worked with the African Union for 2 years, and in between 2016 and 2018 in the US, and I also got to see a lot of the work that's being done there. But I highly believe that the future of Africa is here. People are doing business with us. Even some of our government websites are not developed by us. So that causes a cause for concern. So I'm going to hand over the mic now. Thank you all so much for your time. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Madase.
All right, thank you so much, and thank you too for listening. I must commend you so much for this marathon presentation. It's been like 1.5 hours.
Sorry.
Yes. All right, so as she rightly said, we are going to have an open forum. Let me also remind you that we've made budget for everyone here. If you are here present, please don't leave. Make sure you take your item before you leave. In our communique that we shared, I think I added that the first 200 will have an Era Connect souvenir. The first batch of the souvenir has been given. I think this is a souvenir. I hope you know that. Yes. There is a notepad given out, then a pen as well. Use them so that students will also get to know that there is something called Era Connect, an HR consortium that is helping to develop Africa. Once again, let's give her a round of applause. Let me also seize the opportunity to introduce some of our dignitaries who are present. We have our own lecturer and a daddy in our midst, Mr. Asare Okoto. Let's welcome him. Once you're a student here, you pass through his hand before you leave, because he's a liberal course, right? coordinator. Kofi what? PT2. Number what? Let's clap for him again. Then we have Senior Amaga Malik. Amaga Malik, he was the SLC Financial Secretary 2017-2018 academic year, and he is now the Financial Secretary for the Hampstead Alumni. Then he works at the administration where we have the payroll and budgeting. So if you have any issue with refund from management, that is why I brought him here. He is going to facilitate that for you. So Amaga, once again you are welcome. Let me also acknowledge the presence of Yafre Poma, the youngest CEO. She is the CEO of A+ Laundry. Let's clap for her. We've been working so much with her. We have students going there for their vacation jobs programs, employing students, at least washing freely for the physically challenged. If you are disabled and you are a student here, you don't have to struggle with washing your items. If you are also a student, you have a 50% price cut. So from Poma, you are welcome. We also have some media personnel in our midst. Alright, before I do that, we have Daniel Fori, the local news president for Christian Service University College. Mr. Daniel, you are welcome. Mr. Prince PT2, Mr. Paul, he just left to do some print. Seaport. Say Mr. Seaport, you know that? Yes, he's one of the alumni that has been very helpful, connecting students to help them in the payment of fees and the whole lot. I think he deserves a lot of applause, even though he's not around. Then we have Mr. Sam Kofi Douglas. He is coming from Sika FM. Mr. Sam, you are welcome. Then we have Kajo Madiba, Mine FM Campus Villa host. Madiba, you are welcome. We also have Hall Principal Media, that is GH. Hall Principal, cover. Alright, as I said, we are students. We have aspirants, we have agenda men and boys, we have course reps, and a whole lot. Yes, if I mean to do the introduction here, maybe you might not go. But I could, I think Sikari Afi is here. Yes, Celestina. Yes, aspirants, where are you? Victoria. Saya Danso. What is the name? Alright, so you are all welcome. Let's clap for them. Alright, so you are going to be served. Please don't leave. I would be so much worried if you should leave because I wouldn't want to carry your food away. Sitting for hours to listen is not an easy thing. Let me also remind you that certain personalities will also be given the recognition as part of the program. It is believed that any nation that does not honor its heroes is not worth dying for. Hampstead is a university and it is a community on its own. We are going to identify some students and a lecturer to at least honor them for their excellent service and services being rendered to students on campus. So without much ado, we'll open up for an open discussion. Your take on the unemployment issues and what we can do, because it's about conversation and to propound pragmatic measures to solve this unemployment issue. So we are going to use only 5 minutes to do this discussion. Let's be interactive. Tell us your feedback or getting feedback about the program. Out of her 1 hour presentation, what have you heard and what are you making out of that? So the window is open for contributions and all ideas on her presentation. All right, so where is the porter? Kindly pass the microphone around. If there's any question too, you can easily do that because we have less than 30 minutes to go. Yes, kindly do porter. All right, before you speak, let me also state that we promise to at least serve first people. And I'm saying first people because you can't get up at 8 for somebody to get up at 7 so that you benefit something that they do not benefit. Even though we've all benefited from the presentation, certain personalities will also be given something to show appreciation and for their time. So we dropped a book outside there for you to register your name. We have your names here and we'll make sure we give you your promised items. I hope you are okay with that. All right.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm called Obed. I want to thank Madam very well for allowing God to use her to come to Amstead to also enlighten us. I wanted to just find out in her submission, it's true that young men, or particularly youth in Africa, particularly Ghana, don't like to venture into ICT because of the